What's up, everybody? Welcome to BODHI. Tamal here, Casey here. We are going to be doing a mind over matter 30-minute flow. Let's begin in a child's pose. Casey's like, oh boy. Buckle your seatbelts. We're going on a flight. So once you're in the child's pose, closing your eyes, softening the space between your teeth, your brow, dropping your attention on the lungs, and letting the weight of your own body and gravity do its magic. Let it open you up. And as we find a natural rhythm or pattern of oxygen, let's set an intention to go through the practice with a sense of mindfulness and also a sense of perseverance. Because even though challenges will arise, it is our breath and it is our mind that can carry us over those hurdles and challenges. Hence the name, mind over matter. Let's take a big inhale through the nose, hold your breath at the top. And then let it go. Again, inhale deeply through the nose, holding at the peak. And let it go. Go back to breathing through the nose. Let your breath just kind of fog across the back of the throat, creating that audible ujjayi. Let's stretch those arms forward. Let's tuck your toes. Let's find a downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. So if you want to pedal at the heels a little bit, shift your weight side to side, do any movements that feel natural or organic to help you settle into the posture. And eventually we just land with the legs hips width. The heels disappear behind the toes. Arms are shoulder width. Fingers point forward, the hands spread wide. The forearms get a little buoyant, they lift, and the upper outer arms wrap down and around. The belly's gonna vacuum in, and that momentum should carry the hips and the thigh bones back. Let's drift to a plank, top of a push-up. This is where the reality of the practice sets in. You can always do this from your knees. There's no pure pressure here. Actually, if you put your knees down, you're gonna have to turn this video off. So stacking the shoulders over the wrists, grounding down through the thumbs, the index, and the pinkies. Letting the forearms rotate in a little bit while the upper outer arms, the outer tricep wraps back. The front ribs and belly kind of pancake in. And then as the legs straighten out, the tailbone should scoop towards the inner thighs. Casey's doing this great job of making sure there's this plateau in the shoulder blades, the space between the shoulder blades, by drawing the sternum between the gateway of the arms. We breathe. And then downward facing dog. Step your feet a little wider to the edges of your mat. Once again, let's drift to a plank, top of a push-up. Shoulders are over the wrists. Climb onto the right fingertips. Drop the right hip an inch so the hips are leveled out. You want that left shoulder over the left wrist. Switch sides. Right palm down. Climb onto the left fingertips. Lower the left hip an inch. Focus on the inhales and the exhales, the Paraka Rajaka. Left hand down. We're going to kick both heels to the left. Send your right arm up to the sky. The legs are staggered off for a variation of Vashisthasana. We turn the right hand down, reach over our head, lengthen forward. And notice how that left hip wants to droop or collapse towards the floor. Can you frame in the outer left hip? Let's reach the right arm up. Right hand comes down. Switch sides. Both heels kick off to the right. The left arm reaches to the sky. We turn the left hand down, reach overhead. Notice that right hip's dropping. Can you frame it in? Left arm up. Left hand comes down. Bring your legs about hips width apart. Lean way out. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog if you're ready. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Keep the hips square. Let's take the right knee to the nose. Shoulders are over the wrists. Then inhale, extend it back. This time to the left elbow under and across. Extend it back. To the right elbow. Reach it back. Knee to the nose. Extend it back. To the left elbow, reach it back. To the right elbow, extend it back on your own, just like that in the sequence. So you're going knee to nose, then to left, then to right. You set the pace. I encourage you to keep your arms straight and strong as you're moving forward and back. Once me with the right leg extended back, lunge the right foot between the hands. Stay on the ball of your back foot, climb onto the fingers. Take a moment to steer the hips forward. If you're slouching, find a sense of cobra in the chest. Then let's reach your arms back, down the ribs. Palms will either face each other or they'll face the floor. Let the neck get long, the face get soft. And let's come up crescent pose, reach to the sky. So we'll interlace the fingers together above the head and flip the palms inside out like you're pushing the ceiling away. Look to get the arms straighter and the biceps a little closer to the sides of the cheeks because that's going to help lengthen the lateral side of your body. We sink into the front knee. We soften the back leg, let the tailbone go under, the front of the hip points lifts. Hands come to prayer. Lean forward again. This time, warrior three. Left foot comes up. Initially, just drop anchor in the right big toe. That's the stability point. Can you level out the hips? Can you straighten out that left leg? And while you're here, interlace your fingers together. So you're making one fist with both hands. Without touching the left foot to the ground, stand up, bend the left knee into your chest. Loop your arms around the front of that left shin bone. Pull the left knee up into the left pectoralis. Nice psoas stretch. Keep the left leg where it is. Reach your arms up to the sky. Kick that left leg straight. Try to keep the left leg the height of the hip. I know. We are in it. Standing splits, left leg goes back, hands land on the floor in front. Walk your hands towards the right leg, then slide the right hand to the right, slide the left hand to the left, cup the floor with the fingers, dip your chest, your sternum towards that right shin bone. We breathe. Now I want you to bend that right leg a lot and step the left foot way back. Stay on the ball of the back foot, left hand down, right arm up, twist. And we're only here for a little bit. You're pressing the left thigh bone into the hamstring. You're hiding the right hip to the left, getting long through the side body. Now we're going to take your right thumb and just hook it in the crease of your right hip. Now turn your right toes to the right and turn your left toes to the right. So you have to roll on the pinky toe side of that left foot to do it. It's like a funky variation of a pigeon pose. Now I want you to press that right hip into the right hand. Then you're going to find that left. I think Vashisthasana, stack the right leg on top of the left. Then you can take the right arm over your head, lengthen forward. You can always drop the left knee to the floor if this is too much. Reach the right arm up. Right hand comes down top of a push-up. Let's go to your forearms. Oh, joy. For this one, join your palms together like you're doing a prayer, like an Anjali Mudra, and then ground down to the outer edges of your wrists and forearms. Let your body just tremble into it. Place your hands where your elbows are, find plank. And then downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Let's take the knee to the nose, shoulders over wrists. Then extend it back to the right, under and across. Reach it back to the left. pull it back on your own. You know how this goes. Slow or fast, shallow or deep. And then we're going to meet with the leg extended back. We lunge the foot between the hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot, climb onto the fingers. Square the hips forward. Take the slouch out of the spine. Reach your arms back. So again, palms either face each other or they face the floor. We're straightening the right leg out. We're finding our focus, reestablishing our attention on the breath, and then inhale, come all the way up crescent. We interlace the fingers together with the opposite pinky in front, if you can remember. Flip the palms inside out. So as you sink into the front knee, that left knee should rest directly over the left ankle, and you should feel a lot of your weight resting in the left heel. When the back leg softens, the tailbone goes under. The arms get straighter. Hands come to prayer. Lean forward again. Warrior 3. Back foot gets light. Stay heavy in that left big toe. Level out the hips. Front ribs are going in. We're going to interlace the fingers to the heart center. Without touching that right foot to the ground, stand up, bend the right knee into your chest. Loop your arms around the front of that right shin bone. So we root down through the left foot to lift up with the right leg. Whereas JJ would say, root to rise. Now, keep that right leg where it is. Arms reach to the sky. Kick the right leg straight. Standing splits, right leg goes behind you, hands land on the floor in front of you. Walk your hands towards the left leg, get close. Slide the left hand to the left, slide the right hand to the right. Cup the floor with the fingers and dip your chest, your sternum towards that left shin bone. Let me breathe. Sounds like someone's doing construction next door. Let's bend the left leg and step the right foot way back. Stay on the ball of the back foot, right hand's down, left arm reaches up to the sky. And then we're going to take the left arm and leave it where it is for the moment as you straighten out the right leg. Left thumb is going to clip to the left hip. And you're going to use that left thumb to press the left hip back. Now, as you turn your chest to the sky, I want you to turn the left toes to the left, the right toes to the left. That funky variation of a pigeon. I want you to press your left hip into the left hand. Now swing the left leg on top of the right for Savasana. Take the left arm up and overhead. You know where we're going. You can always drop the right knee to the floor if you need it. Reach the left arm up. Left hand comes down, top of a push-up. Let's go to your forearms. This time ground down through your palms and inner wrists. Notice if your hands are close and your elbows are wide, do the opposite. Elbows closer, hands a little wider. Now we're going to take your right knee to your right tricep. Then switch left knee to left tricep. Then switch and switch and switch. On your own, nice and steady. Both feet at the back of the mat. Hands go where the elbows are. Find upper push-up. And then downward facing dog. Let's lift your right leg up. Lunge the right foot between your hands. Turn the back heel down. Leave the right arm where it is in the outer right calf. Reach the left arm up. Turn the left hand down. Reach over your head. Parsvakonasana. So press the outer right leg against the inner right arm. That's going to tuck the right sit bone under. It's going to turn the chest. Keep sealing the outer edge of that back foot so the inner left arch, calf, thigh lifts. Take those front ribs in. You can either stay just like this, or those of you who want extra, you can reach your right arm forward as well. So both arms are reaching out. And that's going to turned it into a whole nother level of a challenge. The real mind over the matter. Let's come up warrior two. Oh. So, place your left hand on your left thigh, reach your right arm up for reversed warrior. As you're extending back, keep that front knee bending forward. We will take our left hand, hold on to our right wrist, and pull our right wrist back, so it's a suspended variation of the posture. Let's come back to warrior two. Place your right hand down on the inside of the right foot. Drop the left arm behind the back. Either half bind or full bind, it's your call. We're leaning our shoulder blades to the right. Casey's still smiling, so we're in good shape, guys. Let's think reversed warrior, and on an inhale, go all the way up and back. Then exhale, windmill the hands down, step back to a plank, and pause at the top of a push-up. Let's take the right knee to your nose, switch left knee to your nose, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Get a little hop in your step. We do this occasionally where there's a bit of cardio interwoven into the practice, getting our heart rate up. And downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Lunge the foot between the hands. Back heel turns down, leave the left arm where it is. Reach the right arm up to the sky. And we turn the right hand down, reach overhead. So again, we're pressing the left leg into the left arm. We're sealing the outer edge of that back foot. We're getting longer through the side body. We breathe. Those of you who want extra, reach your left arm forward. Uh-oh. You ever try the hard variation out and you're like, nope, not for me, and you go right back to where you were originally? Let's come up warrior two. Turn your left palm up, reach it up, drop the right hand to right. That find the reversed pause here. So we're going to take our right hand, hold onto the left wrist, and pull the left wrist back for the suspended variation. Come back, warrior two. Left hand down on the inside of the left foot. The right arm drops behind the back. Half bind or full bind, it's totally up to you. We lean the shoulder blades towards the lefts. Let everything open up. Now it sounds like people are yelling outside. All kinds of things are happening around here, guys. I don't even know if you can hear it, but we can hear it. Think reversed warrior, and on an inhale, go all the way up and back. Then exhale, windmill the hands down to the ground. Step back to the top of a push-up and pause in plank. So we've done this in the previous class. It's a little awkward. We're going to do it again today. So you're going to take the left knee to the right elbow and set it back to where it was. The right knee to that right elbow. And the left knee and the right. All to the right elbow. Turn it into a little jog. So it's just like right side, right side, right side. And then we switch directions, go left side. Everything goes to the left. Oh, my goodness. And then downward facing dog. Keep your feet where they are. Let's walk your hands to your feet. Take an inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees so that your butt is the same level as your knees. Keep your chest on the quads, reach your arms back. Oh, this is where the mind over matter is really going to come into play, guys. So keeping your chest glued to those quadriceps, the weight starts to go into the heels so that your knees are more in line with the ankles. Make a small change. Reach your arms forward. Oh, goodness. Now the legs are catching on fire. My legs, usually when I'm in this, start shaking uncontrollably, like I'm standing on one of those power plates. Keep the knees bent, peel the chest as far away from the bent knees as you can. Casey's sweating, so this is really good news. Big inhale, and exhale, fold and straighten the legs. Open your feet a little bit wider than your own ribs. Take an inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold, bend the knees so that your butt is the same level as the knees, and start to snuggle your ribs between your inner knees and thighs. Keep that, reach your arms forward. Now squeeze your ribs with your inner thighs. In some exercise modalities, they call this bear pose, because people usually get angry like a bear in this pose. Big inhale, and exhale, fold and straighten the legs. Open your feet wider off the mat onto the floor. Turn your feet out. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Get your torso upright. Reach your arms up to the sky. As you sit lower, the inner knee should be pressing outward, not buckling inward. The tailbone is scooping under. Casey's got a nice little waterfall going down her face. Now I'm just like, yes, we are mind over matter at this point. A couple more breaths, sit a little deeper. Ouchie. Big inhale, and exhale, fold and straighten the legs. Bring your legs hips width apart, heel toe them in. Find downward facing dog. That was intense. I started sweating. Let's lower the knees, cross one ankle over the other, sit behind your feet, swoop your legs through to the front, scoot forward, then bend your knees and set your feet on the floor. Reach your arms forward, palms face each other. Weight goes in the sit bones. Lift your feet up the level of the knees. On an inhale, lower your whole body 2 inches from the ground, straighten the legs. Exhale, come back up, bend the knees to the chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, shut. Inhale, extension. Exhale, close. Inhale, exhale. I could do this all day. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale with your legs extended out, breathing. Right leg points up. Switch, left leg. And switch, and switch, and switch, scissoring with control. Hug your knees to your chest. Keep your knees into your chest. Take your hands behind your head. This will be the last core thing we do. Elbows are wide. Take your left elbow to your right knee and extend your left leg straight out and pause. Keep your legs where they are. Bring your torso to center. Extend your right leg to meet the left, so both legs are extended out. Now switch. Pause. Keep your legs where they are. Bring your torso to center. Extend the left leg to meet the right, so both legs are stretched out. Then switch. On your own, just like that. So there should always be this moment where both legs are stretched out side by side before you transition. We call these legit bicycles. 25 more minutes of this. Just kidding. Hug your knees to your chest. Let's stretch it out. Set your feet on the floor, heels to the butt, plant the palms, lift the hips. Bridge. Interlace the fingers underneath the back, tuck the upper arm bones underneath you. If you want more, you can take upward bow or Dhanurasana. We made it, guys. Sprinting down the mountain. Take a big inhale, lift a little more, then exhale, come on down. Hug the knees to the chest. So we'll release the left leg out, only hug the right knee in, send the right arm out to the right. Look to the right, twist the right knee across the body to the left. Maybe scoot that left hip back a bit. Hug the right knee back into your chest. Release it next to left. Hug the left knee in. Send the left arm out to the left. Twist the left knee to the right. Let's hug the left knee into your chest. Hug both knees into your chest. We'll take a happy baby. Arms go split between the legs. You catch the outer edge of the feet. Pull the knees down by the ribs. Feet are wider than hips. Now hug the knees to your chest. Place your forehead onto your knees. Take a very big inhale. Hold your breath. Squeeze everything into one tight little ball. And then let it all go. Sprawl open. Savasana. You've arrived. Find whatever shape's going to make you the most content for the next couple minutes. Jagannatha Swami Nayanapata Gami Bhava to me. Jagannatha Swami Nayanapata Gami Bhava to me. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabi Hare Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhare Yasoda Nandana Vrajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachare Jagannatha Swami Nayanapata Gami Bhava to me, to me. Together, take a big inhale through your nose. And let's hold your breath. Out of the mouth. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Reanimate the body. And with your eyes still closed, let's roll over to your right side. And with your eyes still shut, let's come up to seated. Sit up tall, take your hands at prayer in front of your hearts. Let's bow our head. Namaste.